In this lesson, we are going to see with FrenchSpanishOnline.com the future in French. Well, it's not quite difficult actually, as in English we've got two ways to express future events. The near future we call le futur proche, and the simple future, le futur simple. So let's see the first form, quite similar to the English actually. I'm going to eat. So here we've got in English the first part, the verb to go. The verb to go, present continuous, I'm going, followed with the infinitive form of the verb we want to conjugate here, the verb to eat. So I'm going to eat. Well, in French, the same thing. Je vais, so the verb to go, but this time just the present tense, je vais, followed with the infinitive form of the verb manger. So to say I'm going to eat, we say je vais manger. Very similar. We also have this form in French, very common actually. I'm going to go to eat. As you can see here, we've got twice the verb to go. Well, in French, exactly the same thing. Je vais aller manger. Je vais, the first time. Aller, the infinitive. And manger, the second infinitive in the same sentence. Je vais aller manger. Quite common in French. To know and to understand how to use the futur proche in French, the only things actually you need to know is how to conjugate the verb to go, aller, which is irregular. So let's take our example with the verb manger, to eat, and we will have je vais manger or je vais aller manger, tu vas manger, tu vas aller manger, il va manger, elle va manger, on va manger, nous allons manger, vous allez manger. So here we don't really say vous allez aller manger because of the repetition of the sound aller. And finally, ils vont manger, elles vont manger. Okay? So let's see now the simple future, le futur simple. It's different from the English, but if you know the rule, actually it's not quite difficult to understand how to build it. I will eat, so we are going to take again our verb manger. And here the rule is to use the verb manger, the infinitive form, till the last letter R of the verb. So here it's not difficult because it's also the last letter of the word manger. So we keep all the letters here. So we need it 6 times, of course, our subject. And what we are going to change is the endings. So where does this ending come from? It comes from the verb to have. And if you know that, you know how to build the simple future. So, je mangerai. And where does this AI come? From the verb I have, j'ai. We just take the verb to have. Je mangerai. Or, when we speak, we say je mangerai. We don't pronounce the letter I. Tu mangeras, the same thing, coming from tu as, you have. Tu mangeras. Il mangera. From il a, he has. Nous mangerons. Here we just use the end of the verb to have. Nous avons. So we keep ONS at the end. Vous mangerez. The same thing, the end of the verb. Vous avez. And finally, ils or elles mangeront. Coming from ils ont, they have in French. So now that you know the rule, there is no difficulty to build the future tense in French. Let's take another example with the verb to take. Well, the verb to take is prendre, this way. And we just said that we are going to keep all the letter till the last letter R. So here we've got a I, so we drop it, and we've got our stem, prendre. And now we have exactly the same rule as before with the verb manger, and we will say je prendrai, tu prendras, il prendra, nous prendrons, vous prendrez, ils or elles prendront. So exactly the same thing. So now you know exactly what to do with any French verbs. We need a stem, and we had the end of the verb to have. Okay? Well, just one thing, because we've got some irregular verbs. They are irregular not for the endings, but for the stem. And you need to know them because they are very common verbs like the verb to have, avoir. So I will have, we say it, j'aurai, tu auras. So as you can see, the ending is the same, but the beginning is different. That's why we call it irregular verb. The same thing for the verb to be, être. I will be, je serai, tu seras. When we speak, we say je serai, tu seras. The verb aller, to go, again irregular for the future. J'irai, tu iras, il ira, nous irons, etc. Faire, to do, to make is also irregular. Je ferai or je ferai, tu feras, tu feras, il fera, etc., etc. And another one, vouloir, to want, which is for the future. Je voudrais, tu voudras, il voudra, nous voudrons, etc., etc. You will find more irregular verbs on the script of the lesson of my website. But actually, if you know this, you will understand how to build the future in French. Okay? Allez, c'est fini. So let's go. If you like this video, you can share it, of course, and go to see the script on FrenchSpanishOnline.com. It's always free. See you next time. Au revoir et bon français.